Yo guys, before we get into this video, I wanted to quick let you guys know about my free newsletter, The Profit Museum. It's 100% free, goes out once a week. I share a lot of business, marketing, side hustle content before I actually drop my videos, and I just go a little bit more in depth. So yeah, go sign up below, 100% free. Now let's get into the video. So a while ago, I joined the Amazon affiliate program and started promoting products using some large Facebook pages I have. If you don't know how this program works, basically you sign up, you pick out some products on Amazon that you think you could sell and would resonate well with your audience online. Then you figure out how to get people to click your affiliate link and make a purchase. And when people do make a purchase using your link, you get a small commission payment. Cool. My large Facebook pages that I've built over the years are in the motivational and positivity niche and have a mainly middle-aged USA female demographic. So I went to Amazon and looked for products that those people might be interested in. I ended up focusing on products for moms, different kinds of home goods, and some clothing. And to promote these products, I actually created these meme-style images that I could post directly to my pages, of course with my affiliate link to the product on Amazon. I thought that these looked like they belonged in a social media feed better than just a product image with a link, and people would be more open to interacting with these posts and also clicking on my link, which in turn would help them get more reach. So how did this all go? Well, I think I ended up scheduling about 3 of these posts a day for a full month, and these were my results. I generated over 5,000 clicks with a 1% conversion rate. I had 64 total ordered items, and my total earnings were about $50. Honestly, kind of disappointing, but there were a couple concerns that I had even before launching into this test period that I think were proven correct. At the time, if you clicked one of these Amazon product links from Facebook, it opened up the Amazon website in the Facebook web browser. It did not open the Amazon app on the user's phone. Now, this is a huge issue because this means that that person that clicks the link most likely has to sign into their Amazon account and can't just click buy now, which definitely impacts our conversion rate. The more steps a customer has to take to make a purchase, the harder it is to get them to buy. There may be a way around this issue now. I'm sure somebody out there has figured it out, but it still doesn't fix the second issue I had, which is that the Amazon affiliate commission rates are just insanely low. Most categories are under 5%, so that means if you sell a $30 toy, you're only making $1.50 on that sale. Even if you manage to sell 10 $100 pairs of pants, which is not an easy thing to do through a couple posts online, you'd only make about $50. Now, the positives of this side hustle or online business that I do love are: one, once I created these images and scheduled out the posts, it was pretty hands-free. This upfront work took me a couple hours, and honestly, it was kind of fun to look for new cool products to try and market to these audiences. Two, I think it's something that you could replicate in several niches if you wanted. My pages, again, are in that positivity niche, but I could go out and buy or build a page in the fishing niche and market fishing products. Or maybe I want to build a page around cool, unique gadgets. There are a lot of possibilities you could explore because there's pretty much an unlimited supply of different products to choose from. Now, I know there are people out there killing it as an Amazon affiliate, but they're usually huge influencers or review websites that generate a lot of traffic. I think there could be a better way to do this that should be a lot more profitable for a smaller scale operation, and that's what I want to start setting up and testing today. Some of you guys may know, but I'm not really a big dropshipping guy. I've done it in the past with various degrees of success. I think as a beginner, it's got its positives and negatives. In general, though, I think most people looking to start an online business should focus on building an audience or community first, and then figure out how to monetize it later. It's very hard to sell something to someone these days who has no idea who your brand, or who your page is. But if you already have an audience built, yeah, dropshipping can work, which is why I'm planning on using it as an alternative to the Amazon affiliate program for these Facebook pages. This is buildyourstore.ai, which is the platform that I'm going to be using to build my brand new Shopify store with using AI. And here's how that works. So first you just enter your email here, and then you're guided to this page with a few different steps. You can see mine all have this green check mark next to them. Yours might not have that. I've gone through this already, but I think it'll let me show you guys again. You're going to choose your store niche. I decided on home and garden, but if you want to start a pet store, you can click that, or maybe electronics and gadgets. You can select I'm not sure as well. After that, you just choose a couple banners that you want your website to have. I personally like this shed one, and then this one with this lady down here, so we'll select those two. Next, you create your Shopify account quick. Then you link your Shopify store by copying this URL and pasting it back on the buildyourstore.ai page. You then sign up for your Shopify subscription. Your first month right now should only be $1, which is pretty cool. After you do that, you install the Build Your Store app to your store. You'll just click install here. Now you'll come back here and click customize my store. And once this is done, your store will be built and a few starter products will actually be uploaded too. So here's how that looks. You can see it creates a good baseline website that I can either use as is or go in and customize further, which is what we're going to do later in this video. Lastly, if you want access to basically unlimited products to offer and also an easy way to sync them to your store, you can register with AutoDS. They have a few different subscription options. I'm choosing the starter 500 package. I think it'll be enough for what I need, but you can look and see which one makes the most sense for you. And we'll talk more about how this platform works, how to research products, and how to add new products to your store later as well. If you want a free e-com store built by AI in minutes, go to buildyourstore.ai/Stevie-sells and give it a try. I'll leave the link down below. logo. And yeah, let's move into how to add products and customize this store a bit more. Alright, so just to summarize, my theory is that I can create my own online store, add several products to this store that appeal to that middle-aged female demographic, and then promote these products on my Facebook pages. The number one benefit to doing things this way is that my profit margin should be substantially higher. Remember, on Amazon I was making under 5% on most of the sales that I made. With dropshipping through my own website, I'm hoping to be closer to 30%, but it really depends on what kind of products I end up finding. This route definitely doesn't come without negatives. Obviously, Amazon has a huge reputation and trust with buyers. A new website that I make can't compete with that. Also, they probably have the largest selection of products on the internet. So we'll see. My next step is going to be customizing this website a bit. The buildyourstore.ai tool did a pretty good job creating a good base. I just want to change a couple things here. And first off is this logo. It just says home store, which is pretty generic. I think we can come up with something a little bit better. I don't know. I like something like kind of fancy. Here, let's just start typing. Okay, how about Murillo Home Goods? My favorite tool for creating logos quick is probably Canva. There's a free version and there's a lot of different templates to choose from. I think honestly something like this that's simple could work. So let's edit it here. So this will be ERILO, and then we'll change this first letter to an M. We're gonna have to move some stuff around here. There, we'll move that over, and then we'll change cosmetics down here to home goods. Honestly, I like that. So we'll download it and just upload it to our Shopify website. And I think that looks substantially better than the logo we had before. Scrolling down, you can see that when the website was built, 4 products were also added. Let's see, we have one of those LED moon lamps. I know a couple years ago, this product was an absolute beast. People made a lot of money off these. We've got some clear stackable shoe boxes. Those are actually kind of cool. I think I could create a couple cool pieces of content to promote those too. Same with these food storage containers. We definitely would need to adjust the price on these though. Lastly, we have one of those water bottle sized blenders. These were another gold mine a couple years ago. I remember seeing these pop up on Instagram from a million different companies. I'm guessing they're pretty saturated now, but the beauty of creating a website like this and promoting these products in this way is that I can test as many as I want and see what works and what doesn't. I think I'm only going to keep the stackable shoe boxes and the mini blender in my store. So in Shopify, I'll just select those here and click delete. Okay, so now it's time to add some products that I think would actually perform well with my audiences. So we're going to go to our apps. We'll click on AutoDS and then that will bring you here. This is sort of a dropshipping hub that connects your store to a bunch of different suppliers and products. So as you can see, we have a lot of different categories to choose from. I'm going to start in home and garden and see what I can find there. Let's try and find 3 products that would be a good fit. Okay, so first product I found is this travel folding kids booster seat. I like that it's a problem solving product. This would be great for people going on vacations or even people who want something portable that they can bring with to like picnics or family events. Folds up nicely into this little bag. I think this would be a great product to try with my pages. So let's import a draft of that into our store. All right, the next product I found is definitely seasonal, but I think it could pop off. Fall and Halloween is coming up and I found this little pumpkin nightlight. Now remember, I'm gonna be promoting these products with images, not video. So they have to be products that just from a still image are still interesting and share worthy. I think that with this product, I could create some cool images or memes around it, which we'll get into in a little bit. So import draft of that and let's find one more. Okay, now this is a product I'm actually kind of excited about. I already have a couple ideas of how I could creatively promote this. It's just sort of a fancy looking seat cushion. Based on reviews though, people seem to really like it. I think it'll actually work out pretty well. So let's import a draft of this. Now all we need to do is go into our drafts here and modify the descriptions how we want. I'll speed through this part. Basically, I'm just gonna delete all the stuff that we don't need. Okay, now that we deleted everything, we can click import right here on all of our products, and this will send them over to our Shopify store. We just have to wait a second, and like magic, our products have been imported into our store. One other thing I like to do is quickly reformat the product descriptions a little bit. So in Shopify, I'll click products, then select the product I want to edit, and then on this page, I'm able to further edit my description and even add a couple product images in. This way, when someone clicks a link to our product and then they scroll down, they see a little bit more content and can read about it. So I'll just quick do that now on one of the product pages and then show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so you can see here I added an image and wrote compact design, folds flat for easy storage and travel. I like to just point out a couple of the key features in the product description. I think that one of the best features of this kids booster seat is that it folds up so compact, so I thought it made sense to emphasize that. Scrolling down a little bit more, I added another picture here in text that says safe and secure non-slip pads keep your child steady on any surface. It has these rubber pads on the bottom and I really liked this image, so I thought it'd be good to point this out. And then lastly, I just added this picture and wrote universal fit, easily easily attaches to most standard chairs. I wanted people to know that this could be attached to virtually any chair, so they don't have to worry about that before making a purchase. But this is the process that I'm planning on repeating for several different products. Ideally, I'd like to promote like 3 products a day on my pages, so every month I'd need like 90 different products. Obviously, if I find a couple winners, those would get repeated, so I guess it would be less than that, but initially I'll need to find a lot more. Now let me show you guys the type of images that I'm going to be creating to promote these products. Alright, so I mentioned at the beginning of this video, because I am depending on organic reach to promote these products, meaning I'm not paying for advertising, I need to present them in a way that the Facebook algorithm likes, which means I can't just post a picture of a product and a link and say, buy this. Facebook will flag this even if you have 1 million followers, and virtually no one will end up seeing those posts. So here's my workaround and what I did last time. We'll start with this little pumpkin lamp guy. You can see I brought this into Photoshop. If you only have a smartphone, you can also do this same thing in an app like InShot, but I'm just going to keep it on this white background here, and I'll add some text above it to give it kind of that classic social media meme look. Now, what do I write? That is the question. It's kind of a sad pumpkin lamp, so maybe we can focus on that. Let me think for a minute. Something like when you're too old to trick or treat, but too young for bingo night. It's sort of corny, but that's the kind of humor that I see a lot of moms on social media honestly sharing. I don't know, I think this could work. For the seat cushion, I think focusing on how it supports you could be good. I could say something like, finally, something that supports me without asking for anything in return. You can sort of look at other memes and get inspiration from them. Once you start reading a bunch, it's a lot easier to come up with lines for these. If you're struggling with this, I bet you could find someone on like Fiverr to do this too. Last up, the kids booster seat. Okay, so I was struggling with this one, so I went to ChatGPT for ideas. I really like this line. Finally, a seat that folds as quickly as my patience. Again, corny humor, but I see stuff like this do well on Facebook pretty often. So now that we have our images, what I like to do next is schedule my posts. And I do this in the Meta Business Suite. Not gonna go super in depth with this tool in this video. There's a lot of tutorials out there, but it's pretty straightforward. And you can see everything on a full month calendar, which is nice. Usually in the caption for these product posts, I'll just write something related to the picture. So for this one, I'll write something like Happy Halloween, everyone. And then I'll just tap enter and write buy the lamp, and then just paste my link to the product. Now, a lot of you guys might be thinking, well, how do I do this if I don't have an audience to promote products to? And that's definitely a valid point. You have a few different options. One, kind of the obvious one, but you could start building a niche audience on Facebook or Instagram. This is a pretty slow process, but if you're in it for the long game, it can obviously pay off pretty nicely. Two, you could try buying an existing page. There are sites that you can find pages for sale on. I actually personally don't really recommend them. There are some good pages on there, but most of them I've found are trying to scam you and are selling pages with a bunch of fake followers. I'd rather have 1,000 real followers than 100,000 fake followers. If you are going to go this route, which I think is the fastest way to get into this, then I would just search for pages in the niche that you want to sell products in and message them directly and ask them if they'd be interested in selling their page. I've done this in the past, and it's surprising to see how many people don't realize that the audiences they've built on purpose or not on purpose have value. Now, that value is totally dependent on the engagement of the page, but it isn't unheard of to buy a niche page with 10 to 20,000 followers for a few $100. Once you start looking at pages with like 50 to 100,000 followers, that's where the price can go up into the thousands of dollars. Really just depends on your budget and how much you can afford. But the beauty of the algorithm these days is that you can post from a smaller page, and if the post is good, it still has the potential to go crazy viral. Three, the last thing you could try, especially if your budget is super low, is to hit up larger pages and ask them if they'd promote your products from your store, and if they generate sales, you provide them with a commission. They sort of become the affiliate of the affiliate, which is you. This can get a little messy, especially if you're working with multiple pages and they're promoting the same products. I'd recommend figuring out a way to provide separate product links in that case so that you can keep everyone's numbers straight. I know there are people out there that do this, and it is a creative way to get around that need for an audience or money. I've slowly been figuring out the best way to monetize these Facebook pages, and I'm excited about testing this new method out. I think this, alongside with brand deals, which I already do on my pages, along with the performance bonus program, which if you guys haven't seen my videos on that, you need to check those out. I'll link them below. Basically, Facebook now pays you for just posting normal text and image-based content. If you have a good sized page, you can easily generate over $1,000 a month just alone from this. My hope is that with the performance bonus program, doing some brand deals, and now promoting a few different dropship products every week, that I can hopefully generate closer to $3,000 per month per page. Right now, my biggest page on a good month is generating about $2K, and that's just with the bonus program and a couple brand deals. Even if I sell only 50 products a month, like when I tried this with the Amazon affiliate program, but instead of only profiting 3 to 5% of every sale, which on average was like $1, I profit $5 to $10 per sale. That should amount to $300 to $500 a month, which is a decent increase. increase. I think over time too, as the posts age and generate more shares and engagement, this would grow. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys wanna see an update on this. I think it'll be pretty interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.